It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. You look at this Colt defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Hurts. And that is incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
This is taken at the 23. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Now 2nd and 3. They're going to look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Mason. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Downs going in motion right. Now a guy who grew up just south of here across the river, Jonathan Taylor. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. He'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's their quarterback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you one of those early holiday shoppers, or you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. The Eagles at 6-2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. You look at this Colt defense. This unit, 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Edwards in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And I think the ball's out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Second and 9 now. He's got Mason complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It got his man complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to set him up with 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Taylor is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. After 1, 7-0. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Hey, let's go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
No touchdown.
3rd and 4.
Crowd left Yanni. Crowd left Yanni. Do this,
Throwing is Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 25 yards that time.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. Touchdown, Eagles! A.J. Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And that one makes it 14-7. The touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Mason. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That'll wind up as a loss on the play. So now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good with a PAT. We are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, 1st and goal. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, And as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Alpha, alpha, alpha. Hey.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
The kick by Elliott is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Hurts sets up to throw it. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That goes for a gain of 31.
Hey, let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Gay is on for the point after. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Great, set.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
The kick by Elliott is good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
2nd and 11. And he'll get nothing out of that one. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. They'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. His son, Reddick, able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That's exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
At the 47-yard line.
First and 10, Taylor now. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They run once more with and a loose football. Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. He'll look to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Well, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he's stopped at the Eagles' 30. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down about the 19. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. This one no doubt important for Matt Gay. This to make it a 2-score game. Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Down the numbers. There he goes. He's on his way. A big play there on the catch and run. 85 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for the Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Hurts will throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And Taylor going to pick up the Colts' 1st down as the tackle made up near the 35.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
So he stopped for no gain at its 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. That is caught, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That his 1st catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory.
Brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now it looks like he'll throw here. A short throw pulled in by Woods.
It's not provable about the game there on second down. That was a positive drive because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on third down.
He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he takes this one in for the Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts get an important score there to extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here's first and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll come up now. This is second and long. Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Two timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's first and 10.
Hey, easy, 63, pass. Hey, let's go.
They'll set up to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Here's second down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Hey, Silver. Go Silver, ready?
Throwing is Hurts. That is incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. And he'll be stopped after a very short gain, and now you're looking at 4th down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they...
go.